Greetings, Marcus Melnick with FirearmMentor.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about a firearms manufacturer who has a fantastic warranty program and really stands behind their products. But in order to tell you that, I need to tell you a little bit of a story first. I have a concealed carry pistol from Walther Arms. I'm not going to tell you the model number. And in class, a student went to go rack the slide, just like you're supposed to, and the slide got locked half rack. It was not engaged, closed, and it was certainly not locked open like you would normally expect. It was halfway. And even though I've been working on firearms for a long decades, I could not get it to, it was seized up. I could not get it to do anything. So I sent it back to the factory. Couple weeks, 10 days later, they replaced several inside parts and returned it to me. Fantastic. Took it to the range, was having another student fire it with factory ammunition, and the firearm, what I will call spontaneously disassembled. That means the slide blew straight up. The firing pin assembly shot back at the student, hit her in the chest. Luckily, no one got hurt. I was able to retrieve the firing pin assembly. I was not able to retrieve the spring because on a dark range, I have no idea where it went. Pretty upset by it. Happy that nobody got hurt. So I called Walther and I explained the situation, and I put it all in writing, and they said, send it in. Part of what I put in writing was that, look, I don't want the same model again. Can I get a replacement firearm that would be a different model? And the request I made was a Walther PDP. Was contacted by them. All I had to do was pay the difference. They warranted the first gun at full value. I had to pay a little bit of a difference to upgrade to a Walther PDP, which is their newest of the new. And I got it. So I'm very excited to share this with you. I'm very, very happy with Walther and how they stand behind their products. Sometimes, firearms like cars, they break. And that's what happened to me. So the firearm broke. Walther's warranty program is as long as the firearm is still in production, they will repair or replace for free. A lot of people know about the Taurus guarantee, which is very similar, and the Ruger guarantee, which is also very similar. I've used the Taurus guarantee, smooth as butter. They repaired the firearm that I sent in. I've never used the Ruger warranty. I have a friend who did, and he bought a gun in 1960 something. The rear sight fell off, and about a year ago, 2 years ago, he called Ruger, and they replaced it. No questions. Well, the question they asked is, where do we send it? But no questions asked. Here's your rear sight assembly. So, without further ado, I'd like to share with you my new Walther PDP. First of all, it comes in a fancy hard plastic case. I'm really accustomed to firearms coming in a genuine cardboard box. This one didn't. It's actually excuse me, I have frogs in my throat, a decent case. So I'm gonna pivot the camera so you can see me open this, and I'll show you everything that comes with it. So that's the paperwork, which we'll put to the side. Every firearm comes with a lock. If you don't have a safe, please lock up your firearm. So here it is, the Walther PDP. What's the first thing I should do? I hope you said check to make sure it is not loaded, and you can see the chamber flag here indicates it is not loaded. However, I'm going to lock the slide back to remove this and actually demonstrate to you, point it off to the side, not at me, that there is nothing. The magazine has a follower that's brightly colored. There is nothing in the chamber. I am also feeling with my finger, and I'm looking, other than just looking on the camera, nothing there. All right, so here we go. Here is the Walther PDP, all for you. So I'll show you the sight system. It's basically a and I'm moving the camera over so that it's not pointed at me. It's a 3-dot system, very, very simple. It actually has a plate that you can remove and put an optic on. Now, there are adapters. You get them for free. You just gotta send in a postcard to Walther and tell them what adapter you want. So, the capacity is 15 rounds. See that on the back, goes up to 15 rounds. It comes with 2 magazines and a loader, although I prefer the Ablula to this, and of course the instruction manual. Now your job as a new firearms owner is to always read the instruction manual. Now, come on, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been working on firearms for 40 years plus, and I still look at the manual. All right, some other features are you have a Glock style trigger with a safety mechanism. So once you squeeze that back, it'll be great. You can shoot it. If you only do the side of this, the trigger will not engage. So it is a safety feature. This particular firearm does not have a safety selector switch. And I'd like to remind everyone that these serrations up here are decorative. You never want to, and I'm very careful about having my pinky out of the way, you never want to rack a slide from the front serrations, only the rear serrations. The appropriate way to do that is to point your thumb at yourself, put your palm against the firearm, wrap your fingers, and you don't pull the slide back. You actually hold the slide, and using gross muscle skills, you would push the firearm or the lower forward, and then you would open up your hand, and the slide will move forward. This is very ergonomic. I think you might be able to see there's finger grooves in here, not too pronounced. This is a checkered grip. Feels really good in my hand, although it did come with a couple of back straps, which comes with 2, smaller one and a larger one. I will try it. I believe the medium one is the one that's installed. I actually like a very narrow grip, so all of my fingers go around it. So, once again, Walther comes through. I totally stand by the brand. I recommend the brand. It is fantastic. It's back on my face. See my wonderful, beautiful face. Just kidding. It's not that beautiful. And Walther is really, really a great manufacturer. They've been around for a long time. The Nazis actually captured the Walther plant during World War II, and they started to make firearms for the Nazis. So this is all German engineering. Walther does recommend that you run a brush through it, clean it up, because it's coated in a specific type of oil. And I'm going to do that before I take it to the range, and I'll have a future video on how it shoots. If you have any questions, please reach out to me via my website, firearmmentor.com. I hope everyone is safe, especially with the corona virus coming back with a bang. And if you have any questions or you'd like to see a video on a future topic, please reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, and stay safe.